Hi WYVRN and Furton123. Is my mic working properly? I have a new setup. Let me know. Nice. Yeah, this render distance is courtesy of the 256K world download. Don't have any particular agenda, just flying around spawn. I'm about 1,500 blocks from the negative X axis right now. And then I'm probably gonna just fly towards spawn and see what I find. And yes, basically I'm using Bobby, which is a mod that is designed to cache normally chunks that you've loaded yourself, but you can actually just drop in basically region files from a world download. So yeah, I took that, I had to convert it to like the latest version, which took about a day, quite a lot of time, and then it just straight up works in Bobby, which is pretty cool. Distant Horizons, I think, so in principle you could do it. The problem is that Distant Horizons uses its own like custom map format. So you'd have to write a script that would convert the save file into that. So it might be able to get better performance, but I don't have the conversion required. Nothing here, sadly. Not sure I agree. There is something here. This person is alone. So very alone. Yeah, Jacob, I have not heard of that one. I'm using NVIDIA, which is, it's available on GitHub. If you have an NVIDIA graphics card that's anytime relatively recently, I would say it like several times multiplies your FPS. It's kind of outrageous how effective it is. And I would not be able to render this much data without that mod. Unfortunately, it doesn't support shaders, as far as I know. It's just like built-in shaders. And hi Matthew, how are you doing? This would appear to be a Jesus statue. I guess it's calling back to imps. I'm good. I'm just really just flying around on 2B, see what I find. And to be honest, with this render distance, the map looks amazing. I'm gonna go a little bit off axis, just so you can see some more of the chunk discontinuities. Like here's one. But if we get a little bit off axis, this stuff was probably loaded very early because you can tell by the splotchy terrain under the water. You get all these different versions of Minecraft that were generated at different times, and you get these crazy chunk borders. In terms of the mod, it's NVIDIA, N-V-I-D-I-U-M. It's available on GitHub. Okay. Wyvern asks, why are you not using Elytra tweaks for a few seconds? Is that a thing? I don't actually know. Let's see. Do you know which settings I should use on that? I'm not super familiar with ResureHack. Thank you, Entropy. That Discord has documentation on how to set this up. All right, let's do it. Grim Rocket. Oh yeah, it does give you some extra. Thank you. Anyways, yeah, as you can see, different versions generated at different times, and these borders are basically where people loaded way back in the day. This distance from spawn, you tend to get lots of oceans, infinite oceans. And my understanding is that was caused by some version, maybe it was a beta version, I don't know the exact version, had a bug basically where the farther you got from spawn, the more likely it was to be oceans. So you have these like really long trails of what people were just boating through back in the day, and then eventually the rest got filled in by later versions of the World Gen. Okay, Entropy says flying sounds loud. Let me turn that down. I guess it's under players. Okay, there we go. Yeah, is my balance of voice good relative to the rest of the volume? Anyway, I'm going to get back on the axis and just head towards spawn, because I'm about 80,000 blocks out, and there is stuff out here, but the density is not particularly high. And I'm impatient. What can I say? Cool, thank you, Entropy. Hello, Mr. Cat Flushed. Yeah, the other thing I have to thank is the default HD creator who made both this texture pack and also the sky, which it's subtle, but it looks really nice. Anyway, I'm in the negative quadrant, which I'm told is the LARP quadrant. And I suppose I can confirm that as a certified 2B LARPer. Member of a LARP cult, in fact. This looks interesting. Any signs? Vertan asks, do I mainly explore or build? To be honest, I mostly explore. Like, I do have some random bases that I'm, like small ones that I'm part of, but since Sky Masons, I really haven't dedicated a ton to building. Other than like random small builds towards spawn. To me, part of why I play on this server is the danger aspect of it. Like, I know that everything that I build will be griefed eventually, and that's kind of why I play on the server. Is this glass, maybe? Entropy is waiting for Henry. Yes, I hope he shows up. Yeah, this is just a glass tower. I don't know. Does it go... So it just goes to 256, which makes me think it was built pre 1.19. Also, I should get a bind on that Electrofly so I can slow down faster. It's a bit annoying. Ah, yes, thank you. The wool build. That was it's a very comfy build. There's something about wool. That texture just feels soft. Trippy says you'll find 5 red glass beams exactly 5k out in a pentagram shape. That's pretty sussy and satanic right there. Okay. I've been playing since January 2017. I joined because of both Fit MC and Taraga Dude, which is a little pathetic, but that's why I joined. So I'm definitely post-rusher, but not that far post-rusher. IIS, what a meme. And yeah, it is a long time. I mean, there's people who've played twice as long as I have, but I don't know. I just keep coming back here. I wouldn't say I play Minecraft, I play 2B. And I play it because of just the random shit you find, the cool people you meet, and because your stuff might get blown up. Vanilla Minecraft is kind of boring, to be honest. Sim PvP? No, I have not. What is that? We got some lava casts coming up here. If we make it to spawn, one of the coolest things since the update to 1.19 or 1.20 is the increased build height. Means you almost have like mountains over the top of the obsidian ceiling. So at various times people have filled in essentially all of spawn with all these giant obsidian logos and ceilings. And that used to be the very highest you could go, but now people have started lava casting and building on top of it, which looks pretty cool. Hi TalkTick, how you doing? Okay, it's an Anarchy server with no hacks. It's been on the same map since 2011. So you say no hacks, but how do they enforce that? That's my question. Some of them are very hard to detect. Oh yes, yeah, TalkTech and I, we're engaged already. Don't worry about it. And yes, this is NVIDIA. That's why I'm getting like 120 FPS with a, what is the 152 chunk render distance. It's truly ridiculous how big of a performance boost it'll give you. Yeah, so that's the FPS, and then the extra render is Bobby. And if you look back in chat a little ways, Entropy posted a link to a Discord that has instructions on how to set this up. Hi, Capybara. And yeah, no kidding. Minecraft is not optimized. It's better than it used to be, but it's definitely not optimized. Okay. So Fatal says there are active admins and most of the big bases are intact. That's impressive. I don't know. That's cool, but I accept that it's impossible to prevent people from hacking, so I just play on a server where it's allowed. And it's kind of fun that the metagame is just computer science, basically. Yeah, and also a small community. That makes sense. Like, if everyone knows each other, they're not as likely to hack. Oh, look. 69,420. Hell yeah. Yeah, so as you're seeing, the closer you get to spawn, the more blown up shit gets. Anyway, I'm gonna go off axis a little bit. Partially just for whatever reason, this axis, somebody must have boated this axis way back in the day, like exactly on the axis to generate all this infinite ocean biome. Not all axes are like this, interestingly. 2B Australia. I have not heard of that. What is that? Dude, the mob situation on 2B right now is out of control. So before the update to 1.19, I mean, mobs did spawn, kind of, but I think there was like a global cap on the rate at which they spawned, and there's so many players that you could go hours, honestly, without seeing a single hostile mob. But these days, at night, you just get completely mobbed. And even with armor, you can just die on account of not paying attention. Okay, so he says it's an anarchy server in Australia. It got shut down. That's too bad. I guess another one that I've heard of but never played on is Mine, Texas. It'd be really hard for me to switch because I invested so much time in learning and meeting people on this server. I don't think I would ever be able to switch. I do have some stuff on Constantium, just like minor stuff and like an e-chest full of materials, but for me it's about the community. And there's nothing like 2B for that. Also, it helps having access to an enormous stolen stash, so what can I say? Being rich is nice. Oh, Capybara says I'm the best community member. That's very kind. Thank you. And stuff like this is also why I love 2B. So my hypothesis is that, I mean, obviously, one half of this was probably the ocean was generated first, and then later, these chunks were generated. But these might have been like lazy chunks or somehow not fully generated. And so when the village spawned in over here, it sort of overrode the data in the adjacent chunk. That's probably what happened. Anyway, I'm by no means an expert on world generation. I believe somebody actually has basically data mined the 100K and 256K world download in order to guess the version that each chunk was generated in. I think that's been publicly posted. I'm not 100% sure. If anyone finds it, you should definitely post it in chat. It would be on the Reddit. Let's check this out. Some kind of tower. So we'll see if it's been blown up. So anything outside of the render distance is coming from the world download. And as you get closer, you'll see stuff change. But I guess this has not been blown up, surprisingly. Okay, I gotta set a bind for this mod. One sec. What a troll. Holy shit. Okay, there we go. This is interesting. Stuff like this is why I play on 2B. McMalgan was here 1/10/2023, about a year ago. Jazuank, so 2022 signs. Oh, 2020 Xma. Nice. And you know nobody would ever lie about dates on signs. You can see this farm got blown up since the world download. He asked if I'm able to free cam in. Yes, you can. I'll show that off. Basically, they just appear as, from the perspective of the client, they're just normal chunks. Bobby essentially just replaces the chunk loading logic with something custom that fills in the other data. Yes, you can go quite a distance and very fast. And yes, I do have Prio. It's just more convenient. It's worth it to me. House got to get his cocaine. What can I say? I don't blame him. Yeah, I couldn't say what it costs to run the server. It's probably expensive, but I'm sure he makes a fair bit of profit. Hopefully his coke orgies are good. This is interesting. That is a lot of pigmen, Overworld. What the fuck? Is this like some kind of... I honestly have no idea. (2021, 2022). Planted some melons. Yeah, it needs to keep a couple kilos on the ready. Definitely. Yeah, I mean, I don't like paying $20 a month, but I mean, if you compare it to like, it's like what, 3 lattes from Starbucks, and I play most days, it's worth it to me. Uh-oh, I think my elytra broke. All right. All right, have a good night. Take care. Yeah, see, Capybara, you say don't drink coffee, but that's not an option either. I have both a caffeine addiction and a Tubi addiction. I guess the real question is, would I rather give up caffeine or give up Tubi for the rest of my life? That's a hard question to answer, actually. I don't know. What do you guys in chat think? Which would you rather give up? Capybara says, coffee. I'm not addicted to coffee yet. Believe me, you will be eventually. But I'm addicted to Tubi. Yeah, coffee's good. Gummy Top Castle, 3/7/2019. Cool. All right, I'm going to go check out these lava casts. It looks like somebody must be lava casting every couple thousand blocks. I'm betting this is blown up. Yep. So yeah, this is like I said, the 256.6K world download, but I also, somebody gave me a more recent download, I think that goes 10 or 20K in each axis, that is post 1.19 update. Because that part of Spawn changes obviously a ton. So most of this data is from around 2018 or so. So it's pretty old. 4/11/23. It's pretty cool. All right, I'm going to go through the Nether, get a little bit closer to Spawn. And that's also a good opportunity to show off what looks quite awesome with Bobby, which is Nether travel. All right, have a good night, Cappy. Don't mind me, just gotta shill in chat a little bit. Definitely, computer is chugging. I might have to go back overworld. Oh god. Okay, I gotta relaunch my client. It's about to out of memory. One moment. Bear with me. All right, we're back. Hi, Max Dog. Yes, I think the render distance is 150 chunks right now. Let's see. Yeah, 152. This is something. Wow. Maybe a railroad? I think those are jack-o'-lanterns. It's kind of hard to tell. Yep, they totally are. And a dick. This is why I love 2B. I guess somebody got bored before they finished the pyramid, though. If you're gonna do that, you gotta follow through. Can't just half-ass it. Anyways, Max, if you scroll up in the history, Entropy posted a link to a Discord that has information about how to set this up with the extended render distance. This is pretty. I feel like I've been here before. Definitely recognize this. Yeah, there's something very pretty about all the weird shit on the server. With the nice moon and all the mobs and a big ass lava cast. Whoa. Alright, is this pre or post 1.19? How high is it? Okay, it seems like it's pre. And yeah, it is great for exploring. It doesn't have the most recent data. Most of it's from about 2018. So obviously anything that's built since then is not going to be visible, but it's really beautiful to see just the whole map. I'll zoom out. You can just see like all the different versions of Minecraft and the different chunk trails. It looks really pretty. And yeah, you can see as I'm moving, the stuff that's changing is when it gets into render distance for the server. Yeah, this looks like just like a parallel highway. It's pretty neat. Yes, this is Neg TalkTick. In terms of the pack, let me look. It's default HD. I think it's on Patreon. I'm pretty sure you can get somebody to send it to you. But it's basically just an upscaled version of the vanilla textures. And yes, TalkTick, like I said, Neg, it's the LARP quadrant, which is why I play only in this quadrant. Because I'm a dirty LARPer. Why did you look back? Oh no. Never look back. Okay, well these new versions are great, but the freaking mobs are not great. They're not like a danger if you have armor, just annoying. Oh, looks like somebody else might not have done so good. That's always fun to find. Probably a new friend trying to escape spawn. Oh, and a bat. Those are supposed to be really rare on the server, right? Or is that just FitMC? Built by Legacy Win 32 and your mom's. Hell yeah. Delete System 32. 2024. I think this has got to be pretty recent. I don't remember ever seeing this before. And it looks like, well, maybe not. I guess there was something here in 2018. I don't know. You always find stuff new at spawn. I love you. That's very cute. A wither, you say? It is nice that horses are back. Now that passive mobs actually spawn where they're supposed to, it's much easier to find them. I think I have a saddle. Yeah. See if I can tame this horse. I guess he was already tamed. Nice. See if I can find a skeleton horse. I'm pretty sure withers will ignore you on a skeleton horse. I don't know about other mobs. If they do, that's a nice advantage. Yeah, Max Doc, that would be nice. I don't think that's possible, though. All right, this is too slow. Interesting. It's like a roller coaster. Or just somebody screwing around. This kind of reminds me of Alec. Alec maps. He just like shits blocks randomly and turns them into a map art. It's very unique. All right, let's clean our inventory out. High-end YouTube, okay. Interesting. T364. I hear the drums echoing every night, but she hears only whispers of some quiet conversation. She's coming in, 12:30 flight. The moonlit wings reflect the stars that guide me towards salvation. It's going to take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing 100 or men or more could ever do. I bless the rain down in Africa. Going to take some time to do the things we never had. As they grow restless, longing for some solitary companion, I know that I must do what's right. As sure as Warby 06 rises, I seek to cure what's deep inside, frightened of this thing that I've become. It's going to take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. I bless the rains down in Africa. Cool. Surprised this didn't turn into a Rickroll. We've got a intersection here of highways. I'm at a 32K, which is kind of a strange number for a highway. Wow. Surprisingly ungriefed build here. I mean, it's a little griefed, but it hasn't been absolutely nuked. It's Pretty cool. Alright, I'm going to go check out this lava cast, and then it's getting kind of late here, so I'm going to have to go. Yes, notify me. I am using Bobby. But I pre-populated the cache with data from the 256K world download, which is how I'm able to get all of this just loaded without actually going into render distance on the server. Yeah, it's funny. You can actually see what I've loaded because the bottom height limit decreases significantly in the new versions. And so this is the old one. Pretty much Z is 0, or I'm sorry, Y is 0, and now it goes down to like minus 64. Looks like somebody's planted a forest and done some terraforming. Whoa. This is interesting. Not quite sure what this is supposed to be, but I like it. It's almost like supposed to be like giant dirt blocks, maybe? That's my own theory, only theory. I'm betting this will be nuked, but perhaps not. Only time will tell. Okay, it's a little nuked. I'm about 28,000 blocks from spawn now, so, and I'm going towards spawn. Things will get just more and more destroyed the closer you get. Is this an Armorsmith base? I hope somebody blew it up. Good, good, very good. Okay. That pleases me greatly. He's definitely a shitter. Well, I guess on that high note, it's late here, so I've got to go. But thank you for tuning in. And I'm likely going to be streaming again tomorrow in about 22 hours. So I will see you then, and have a great rest of your night.